Hi guys, welcome back. So today I have my February TBR for you. Excuse if you occasionally hear weird noises. There is construction going on in the apartment above me, so you might hear some noise from that. As per usual, I have a pretty ambitious TBR for the month. Surprise, surprise. I may or may not get to all of it, but let me just go through the books and let you know what I'm planning on reading, hopefully in February. So the first thing that I'm supposed to be reading is a follow-up to a reread that I started in January. I read book one of the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind, and that was a buddy read I did with Lauren from the novel Lush, Leanna from Leanna's Library, and Jade from Bedtime Bookworm. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Theoretically, we're supposed to be reading book two in February. Man, but I'm reading so many other long books. We'll see. I'm wondering if I should skip a month, but I may get to this, we'll see. Book two is Stone of Tears, and this is just a really fun high fantasy series. I haven't read it in like 12 years. I really enjoyed the first book, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting to this at some point either this month or next month. Next, I've got a rollover for my January TBR that I didn't get to. That is Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller, and this is the sequel to Daughter of the Pirate King, which I did read, and it was okay. I'm interested enough to continue. This comes out in February, and so I'm hoping to pick this one up before it comes out. I forgot to bring it in here with me when I was filming, but I'm also planning to finish reading Tess of the Road by Rachel Hartman. It's another advanced copy of something that's coming out late in February. I've already gotten into that. I'm like, I think 80 pages in and really enjoying it so far, so I hope to finish that. Then I've got another buddy read, and that is The Last Namsara by Kristen Ciccarelli. This came in one of my subscription boxes from last year. I don't know much about it, except it's something about a girl and dragons and magic, and that sounds good. I've heard good things about it. And this is going to be a buddy read with Brandy from Brandy Janae's Bookshelf, and maybe Ava from Ava Mueller Reads. I really need to start writing down the buddy reads I agree to do, because like sometimes I forget which books I'm supposed to be reading with who. But this one is going to be a buddy read, and I'm looking forward to picking it up. Then I have another buddy read, and this one is another beast. So this is why I'm not so sure about how the Sword of Truth series is going to go in this month. But I'm going to be buddy reading with Leanna from Leanna's Library, Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This will be a reread for her. She is obsessed with this book. I've heard such good things, and I can't wait to pick it up. And I have this gorgeous special edition that is signed, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's another high fantasy, which I love, so this is going to be definitely happening in February. Then I've got books for a couple of readathons that I'm planning to participate in. The first one, I will leave all the information for this down below. I think, is it Harriet? Oh my god, I'm sorry if I'm wrong about this, but there's a booktuber that I recently started following who's going to be hosting a thriller readathon, and I said that I wanted to read more thrillers this year. So far I have read one. It was like a sci-fi thriller, so that kind of counts, but I do want to read more. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete all of the challenges, but I did pick a book that meets a couple of the challenges for the readathon, so I'm planning on reading Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. And I don't remember when the readathon is happening. I will leave all the information down below if you want to check it out though. Sorry, I didn't prepare very well for this video, but I just kind of need to get it done, so there you go. But I am planning on reading this. I know they made a mini-series out of it and people loved it. People loved the book. I'm intrigued by the premise, so I'm going to read this one. Next up, I am planning on participating in the Cozyathon, and again, I will leave the information in the video description down below if you want to go check it out. I haven't looked at all the challenges, but I've seen other people's TBR videos, so I sort of listened to that and picked out a TBR based on it, so I hope I'm getting this right, but here you go. So I know there was a challenge for something with pink or red on the cover, so I'm planning on reading Rosemarked by Livia Blackburn. This is a YA fantasy. I just think it's beautiful. I've been meaning to read it, so this is going to happen. And I know that the Cozyathon, the Valentine's edition, is going to be going from the 1st to the 14th of the month, I do believe. So I will be picking this up early in the month. Then one of the other things is to read a fairy tale retelling and watch the movie of it. And so I thought I would go with one of my favorites, although this book is maybe a little bit more questionable whether it's part of this retelling, but we're just going to go with it. I have not read A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas yet, and this would finish up the trilogy for me. I know there's like a fourth book in this world coming out, but I do want to get to this, and it's sort of a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, which is one of my favorites, so I plan on reading this and watching the movie. Then another of the challenges involved reading something that had to do with relationships, and so I'm finally going to get to one that I've been excited to pick up for a while and just haven't found the right time, and this just seems perfect with Valentine's Day coming up. I'm planning on reading My Lady's Choosing, an interactive romance novel by Kitty Curran and Larissa Zagaris. I'm so excited for this, you guys. I just haven't had the right moment to pick it up. This is a choose your own adventure romance novel. It sounds amazing, and it's got like werewolves and all kinds of cool stuff in it. This is an advanced copy, and I think this is coming out in April. Yeah, April 3rd by Quirk Books. So that is on my TBR. And then I can't remember what challenge this was supposed to meet, but one of them. I also want to read Wayfarer by Alexandra Bracken. I read Passenger last year and really enjoyed it, and I want to just go ahead and finish up this duology. It's been sitting on my bookshelf for a while, so I'm planning on reading this as well. In addition to those, I have a few other books that I also need to get to. The first one is a pre-order that I'm really excited about, Sight Witch by Susan Dennard. It's a novella that goes in between Wind Witch and Blood Witch, which is coming out in the fall. I love the Witchland series, I love Susan Dennard, and I'm actually going to be doing a review video of it at the end of February as part of her blog tour, which I'm really excited about, so I'm planning on reading that as soon as I get it in the mail. And I believe the release date for that is the 13th of February, if I'm not mistaken. And then I also have a couple of arcs that I need to get to this month on NetGalley. What they are is escaping me. I know one of them is, it's like Iron, Ink, and Glass or something along those lines. I can't really remember. I will just like put them on the screen right here, the two that I need to read for sure. So that's a lot of books. I don't know if I'll get to anything. However, if I have a reading month anything like my January, I may get to everything because I read a crap ton of books in January and still not entirely sure how that happened, but yeah. So we'll see. That is, how many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So that's 12 books. That's not crazy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I get to. But in theory, that's my TBR. My TBRs always change. I usually add things and subtract things and don't get to everything I say I was gonna read. So, you know, it's like relatively flexible. But those are the books that I am hopefully going to be picking up in February. In the comments down below, let me know if you guys have read any of these, if you want to read any, if you want to buddy read with me, because like I'm all up for that. I think I just need to start a spreadsheet because I forget what I say I'm gonna buddy read. Yeah, although I really enjoy them. They're so much fun. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.